So you've studied English for years. You can read articles, you get the jokes in movies, and you can even follow along with some pretty complex conversations. But then, the second someone turns to you and asks a simple question, you freeze. Your mind just goes completely blank. All that vocabulary you memorized, all those grammar rules you pored over, poof, they're gone. You're not alone in this. And I want to be crystal clear. It is not your fault. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact method that the best language learners use to smash through that wall. It's a system that combines a few powerful mindset shifts with practical, daily exercises you can start doing today. This isn't about memorizing more words. It's about finally using the English you already know. Let's be honest, it's incredibly frustrating. You know you're intelligent in your own language, but when you try to speak English, it feels like a barrier just shoots up. So why does this happen? Why do years of classes, textbooks, and apps seem to fail you when it counts? It's because most learning methods treat English like it's just another school subject. They help you build what I call a passive library of knowledge. Picture this huge, beautiful library in your mind. Every single book is a word you know or a grammar rule you've learned. You've got thousands of books on the shelves. But here's the catch. You've never actually practiced reading them out loud. So when someone asks you to just recite one sentence, you stumble around, frantically searching the aisles, unable to grab the right book and just say what's in it. You have the knowledge. The problem isn't the what, it's the how. You've been trained to be a silent reader of English, not a confident speaker. The common advice to just learn more vocabulary or perfect your grammar is a total trap. It just adds more dusty, unread books to your library. It doesn't fix the real problem. I know this feeling because I lived it. I'm from your country, and for years my English was just trapped inside my head. I could ace any written test, but a simple "how's it going" from a native speaker would throw me into a panic. I honestly thought I just wasn't talented enough. But then I stumbled on a totally different way of thinking, a method that wasn't about cramming more knowledge, but about activating it. That shift changed everything for me, and that's what I'm going to share with you right now. Before we get to the exercises, we have to start here, your mindset, because if you get this part wrong, no amount of practice is ever going to stick. Here's the most important secret you need to burn into your brain. Speaking is a physical skill, not just a mental one. That's the core mistake. We treat speaking English like it's all in our heads. Think about it like learning to play the piano. Could you become a great pianist by just reading books about music theory? No way. You have to physically sit down, put your fingers on the keys, and practice the movements until they feel automatic. Speaking English is exactly the same. It's muscle memory in your tongue, your jaw, and your lips. It's the rhythm and the music of the language, something you can only learn by doing. Your speaking ability is a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. You have to train your mouth to make the sounds, just like you train your brain to make the sentences. This brings us to the second crucial mindset shift. Aim for communication, not perfection. The fear of making mistakes is the single biggest killer of fluency. Perfectionism is your enemy. You wait for that flawless sentence to form in your head, but by the time you've got it all polished, the conversation has already moved on. You have to give yourself permission to be messy. Every mistake you make and learn from is a rung on the ladder to fluency. The goal is just to be understood, not to sound like a poet. Trust me, people care way more about what you have to say than whether you use the right preposition. To do this, you need to create a safe practice space. This is just a time and place where you can speak without any pressure or fear of being judged. It's where you build that core muscle memory before you take your skills out into the real world. The exercises that follow are designed for this safe space, letting you build real confidence one step at a time. All right, now that we get the why, let's jump into the how. This is your 5-step action plan to turn that passive knowledge into active, confident speaking. Consistency is the name of the game here. These aren't one-time tricks. This is your new daily workout. The first step is shadowing.
This is, without a doubt, the most powerful exercise for improving your pronunciation, rhythm, and flow. Shadowing is simple. You listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say in real time, just a split second behind them. You're literally becoming their shadow. Here's how to do it. Find a short audio or video clip of a native speaker. A podcast, a TED Talk, or a scene from a TV show is perfect. Start with just 1 or 2 minutes of audio. Listen once just to get the gist of it. Now play it again, and this time, speak along with them. Don't wait for them to finish a sentence. Just mimic their words, their tone, their pauses, everything. It's going to feel awkward at first. You'll miss words. That's totally fine. The point isn't to be perfect. It's to train your mouth to move the way a native speaker's does. Do this for just 10 to 15 minutes every single day. It directly connects your ears to your mouth, bypassing that part of your brain that freezes up and overthinks everything. The second step is reading out loud. That silent library of yours needs a voice. Reading articles, blog posts, or even scripts out loud is the best way to practice sentence structure and just get comfortable with the physical act of speaking English for more than a few seconds. Pick something you actually find interesting. If you're into tech, read tech blogs. If you love stories, grab a novel. When you read out loud, you're practicing correct grammar and vocabulary and context, but without the pressure of having to invent the sentences yourself. You're just giving a voice to well-made sentences, which builds great habits for when you start making your own. This is like lifting weights for your voice. The third step is active visualization. A lot of speaking anxiety comes from a fear of the unknown. Think of this next step as a dress rehearsal for your life. You're going to practice real situations in your safe space first.
Here's how it works. Pick a common scenario that makes you nervous. Maybe it's ordering coffee, introducing yourself in a meeting, or asking someone for directions. Now, close your eyes and really imagine the scene. See the coffee shop, hear the machine hissing, see the person behind the counter. Now, speak your part of the conversation out loud. Actually say, "Hi, can I get a large latte with oat milk, please?" Imagine their response and then reply to them. By rehearsing these moments, you're creating a mental roadmap. When you face the real thing, it won't feel so new and scary. You've already been there and you already know your lines. The fourth step is creating a daily speaking routine. You have to make speaking a daily, non-negotiable habit. This doesn't mean hours of practice. The key is to actively use the language every single day. And a fantastic way to start is by simply talking to yourself. Narrate your own life. As you make breakfast, say it out loud. Okay, I'm opening the fridge. I'm grabbing the eggs. I'm going to make some scrambled eggs. As you get ready, describe your plans for the day. It feels a little weird at first, I know, but you are forcing your brain to stop translating and start thinking in English. This simple habit turns boring moments into powerful practice time. Even just spending 2 minutes talking about your day before bed can make a huge difference. This framework, the mindset shifts, and these practical exercises is the core of what it takes to speak English confidently. If you want to go further with structured lesson plans, advanced techniques, and get personal feedback from me, you can check out my Fluent Flow course at the link in the description. It's designed to guide you every step of the way and get your results even faster. The fifth step is using technology. Look, we have incredible technology right at our fingertips. Use it. There are apps out there that let you have simulated conversations with AI on any topic you want. These tools are the perfect judgment-free zone to practice. The AI can give you instant feedback on your grammar and word choice, helping you fix mistakes in a totally low-pressure setting. This is a great way to test the skills you've been building before you start using them with real people. So, let's recap the method real quick. First, the mindset. Remember that speaking is a physical skill, and your goal is communication, not perfection. Then, the 5-step action plan. Shadowing to nail your pronunciation and flow,
reading out loud to practice great sentence structures, active visualization to prepare for real-life conversations, a daily speaking routine to get you thinking in English, and using technology for safe, interactive practice. This is the system. It's not magic, it's a training plan. And it works because it tackles the real reason you get stuck. It builds a bridge from knowing English in your head to speaking it in the real world. The path to fluency isn't a sprint, it's more like a marathon. But if you have the right training plan, you will see progress faster than you ever thought possible. Let go of the idea that you're just bad at English. You're not. You've just been using the wrong tools. You have a massive library of English in your mind. It's finally time to give it a voice. Be patient with yourself, celebrate the small wins, and trust the process. Fluency isn't about some natural talent. It's the result of consistent, smart practice. You can absolutely do this. Your challenge for this week is simple. I want you to try just one of these techniques, the shadowing exercise. Commit to doing it for only 10 minutes a day for the next 7 days. And let me know in the comments below, what's the single biggest thing you struggle with when you try to speak English? I read every comment and I'd love to help you out. If this video helped you, give it a like and make sure you subscribe to Fluent Flow, the English podcast, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Now, go start practicing.